Oh, that was the worst. We spent like hours. Holy dicks, is that still recording? Dude, we have no sound.
Didn't you stop it?
I didn't start it. Oh shit. You're still on the wrong side, you know that, right?
Why?
Motherfucker. Because welcome to the I Don't Have Headphones podcast.
Same here. Yeah, watch
God damn it.
Watch the cable.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Really?
I can't believe I said that.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Welcome to the 31st episode of the Sketchbook Heroes with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
In our... Oh, you can't even see that it's messy. It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
So, yeah. I'm just going to turn around like this because it's funny, baby. On this... on the 31st episode, we're going to be talking about what our tools are right for you.
Yes.
Because we get a lot of questions regarding sort of like... what tools should I buy? Should I buy an iPad Pro? Should I buy a Surface Pro? What do they call it? Very confused now. With everything is called Pro now. So
something.
The Mobile Studio Pro. They're all called.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What comes after Pro?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, are we back to basics again?
I don't know. You start with numbers again?
Yeah.
So the idea here is to sort of like clarify what you're going to buy and why you should buy a certain thing over another. So... Right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Welcome.
We have 4 viewers.
Told you.
Jesus Christ. And I can't see what they're writing.
Yeah. No.
So you know what we should do? We should watch the live stream on our phones. We watch the live stream.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. No, we shouldn't.
No.
And we're recording, and it's going to be great. And the thing is like all the way back there.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
So we don't know. That's
So,
okay.
yes.
I'm assuming... No, there's no timeline.
You're assuming?
I'm assuming.
He's zooming.
No, I thought it was going to be like the Instagram one. Oh, we can actually see... There is a timer.
I think that's a...
There's a timer.
Yeah, there's a timer there. That's
yes,
perfect.
that's
And
good.
Nick Shine is in.
Nick!
Hey, bro! I'm totally not seeing the comments, though. I'm very old.
Yeah. No, the comments are super tiny, so sorry if we...
We could get closer, though.
No, we can't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a little bit, maybe.
I lied. And then
Just
someone wrote something.
I see an
Come
emoji.
Cheese by someone.
Cheers.
Yeah, guys. So,
yeah, we're back.
we're back.
Are we gonna do... Yeah, we need somewhere to
Holy
actually-
dicks.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. I think it's Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie. Thanks.
We can't see that.
No.
We'll use our phones in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We could do that.
I'm just thinking we need a place to put in the intro song.
I think you can't do that here.
No, but I mean for the actual episode, because we.
This
still
is
need
the
to,
actual episode.
Yeah, but we still need to upload the episode as a podcast.
Oh, you mean like, yeah, I totally get that.
So
yeah.
intro song.
Intro song.
Somewhere here.
Wow! Sketchbook Heroes! Placeholder! Wow! Yeah.
He's more guitarted than I am. And we're back.
And I'm also...
So,
yeah, that's how we're back usually looks.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. And we're back. Oh, you never left? No.
No.
We never leave. We're up to 7. We've already beaten
Holy
our-
shit, yeah. See?
You guys.
Aw.
Yous guys.
Nice.
Oh, shit, why are you writing?
Stop writing.
You're stressing us out. So
yeah.
how have you been, man?
I've been good. I managed to get 1 week off,
Boom.
which was really awesome. So spent that week with my new GF, as the kids say, in Ibiza. And that was pretty freaking awesome. Never been before. I haven't been much to Spain. And yeah, it was just amazing. It was super nice, super beautiful, very green. Like I didn't
Spain?
think.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more like, you know, the yellow deserty,
Yeah.
but no, the whole place was
The
just
whole like Greece vibe as well. Like it's like dry.
no. It's more like the vegetation out here, like super green, and just every mountain was just covered with trees. And
Oh, that is awesome.
amazing. And pretty okay warm, like around 30 degrees Celsius every day. Yeah, just spent my time on the beach drinking beers and trying to sketch.
So you were drunk pretty much all the time.
Well, I'm always drunk.
This guy.
what can you do? What about you, man? You had a bit more than 1 week.
Dude, I had 4 weeks of vacation, and I spent them all traveling around Sweden. So we threw the kids in the car, and then we just went to different places. Stayed a couple of nights there, a couple of nights there. Like we planned it ahead, but not by far. You know, like we just like let's go there, book a hotel, like 1,000 crowns per night, and then just stayed at different places. Took the kids to some sort of zoo, watched some caged animals. It was great.
Nice. Were they fighting?
The monkeys?
The cage fights.
No, the cage fights. Yeah, so we just did that, and then at the last week, pretty much last week, we went to this cabin in Linköping, which was beautiful. You know, like lake close by the house. We had a boat and everything, so you could just go out fishing and everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, any sketching done?
I think I drew like 2 things, like one in the beginning and one at the end.
Yeah.
So anyone who's been following, you've seen that I've done nothing, but so has Emmy.
Yeah.
Yulin. I blame you, Emmy.
Why?
But why? You have not drawn.
No, but I saw she was drawing something. She
She
that
did. She
art
did the girl.
share thing.
Yeah, that was cool. That was actually pretty good.
Amazing. Very nice. Cool to see like a portrait that was a bit bigger, you know, because you had the torso and everything. It wasn't just the face.
Yeah, that's actually something I appreciated. And she always takes the good picture, so you can actually appreciate the whole body thing.
I actually listened to one of those episodes where we gave her a big shout out because she does.
That was the last one.
Yeah, there you go. So it's all a blur.
Guys, I'm gonna check the live stream so I can see your comments.
Nice.
So keep talking, Robert.
Smart. But yeah, no, I myself didn't do a lot of sketching. I bought a new sketchbook, and I bought one of those with the squares on them, because I don't know if you guys saw it or didn't, but I posted the link to the competition that I entered, which are those type of competitions that I go and do to do my big posters. And this one was for the new Kingsman movie that is coming out in, what is it, October, I think, or something. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so I was planning on sketching stuff for that poster. So that's why I bought one of those small sketchbooks with the squares on them, because it's easier to lay out stuff.
Fucking Tracer.
Not really.
Fucking Tracer. You don't want to buy art from this fucker. This fucking Tracer.
What? I never fucking trace. I think I even wrote it in the comments for the competition. Like, no tracing. All hand drawn.
Well, you're no Drew Struzan then.
No, that's true. I am
Drew
unique.
Struzan.
I am unique. Unique?
We lost the daylight. God damn it.
Not really. Still pretty outside.
Yeah, but our faces are getting darker and darker.
Yeah, but it's because the mood
just dropped.
Yeah. You're a fucking tracer.
Fucking Tracer.
But
so
so that's the only thing I did. I sketched like, I think 10 different thumbnails for the poster, and then found the one layout design that I really liked and stuck with that, and then I had 2 days or something to finish the whole poster, and I was sweaty. That's why if you look at it, the likeness isn't really there on all the characters and stuff, because I just had to say fuck it and do it.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh shit, have you posted the finished piece as well? Oh.
I have. So I did one that was more clean, and then I looked at it when I was finished and submitted it, because you can submit up to 10 pieces.
Oh, so you submitted it 10
times. Yeah, exactly. No.
So
I looked at it and I was like, fuck, something's missing, and I just like doodle a bit on my Samsung sketchpad.
And I still use it.
Yeah. It's for sketching. It's perfect. And I just went with like a light blue on top, and like tried to do some lasso thing, and it didn't work. And then I just scribbled something, and I thought it looked really cool. So I did that on the actual version. So just some blue sketch marks on top of the nice clean poster. And that's...
It looks like you're being a sassy black lady. Snap.
Why does it have to be a black lady? It could be a sassy.
Do you have something against black sassy ladies?
I do not. That's why I'm asking.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Yeah, but I am a sassy lady, so. Snap it. Yeah, always. But yeah, so I submitted it, and I'm done, and I'm letting it go, doing the frozen thing. I went frozen on the bitch. That's what I say. It's my thing. I coined it. Don't sue me, Disney.
That's who coined it. So yeah.
But yeah, so that was pretty much my 1
Your
week
summer
Yeah.
summer drawing.
1
Oh,
week
was that
and-
what you were sketching at in the place?
Yep, yep.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, because I tried to do other stuff, but it's like I had no inspiration, no motivation. I just wanted to be on the beach, get some sun. I managed to burn my entire body, obviously, so like for a week now I've looked like a dying lizard.
Nice.
Just losing, my whole back is gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Shit.
everything. Legs, arms. The arms are, it's actually good now. You can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like this weekend it was totally just white, losing my skin. Horrible. But yeah, so that was my vacation and sketching. But it felt really good not doing anything.
Yeah, totally. I also disconnected like entirely.
Mm.
I told you guys to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I did doodle. I did doodle, but I didn't actually do anything worth posting, you know, like it was mainly
No big pieces.
sketches in like this really small look-through sketchbook that I've torn apart, and I doodled in it, but I didn't connect to like Instagram or anything. Like I did like on occasion, but it was very seldom. Like I checked in, went out, didn't comment, didn't do anything.
No, I tried to do more stories just to show, like what we were doing in the.
Oh shit!
On Ibiza.
I did very few stories.
But that was pretty much it. Yeah, and I didn't want to go on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I just
No,
wanted to
I took a break as well. Like I took a break.
absorb stuffs.
But regarding like autumn, what are your plans, sort of like art-wise, for the future?
Well,
Do you have anything in store?
Well, it's no, I don't have anything like any projects or anything right now. I'm just gonna focus 100% on the tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to evolve my style even more. Like for those of you who don't know, I'm a tattoo artist, and my style is geotrash, which is well, I think I made it up, but a lot of people do similar type of styles. And I just put that name on it, and the hashtag had like 30 posts before I started hashtagging it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to evolve that style, pretty much. So that's
Okay.
my plan. I just want to experiment more with different techniques and
Okay.
become better. And now, in 2 weeks, Ink Bash is going to be.
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw
Stockholm.
that. I thought about going, but then I don't know.
I mean, you need to like sort of tattoos and beer.
Yeah.
You like tattoos.
But the beers, man.
Yeah.
The beers.
I mean, it's like 200 crowns to come in, and then you're gonna be bored within 2 hours easily.
Yeah, it's not that big, is it? Like it's big,
It
but
is
it's not.
kind of big, but it's the same thing.
Is it like Comic-Con big, or is it sort of? Because Comic-Con in Sweden isn't that big.
I would
a
say it's
venue,
about
but
the
it-
same
Yeah.
ish. I mean, it's in München Bryggeriet.
Yeah,
So
same
it
place
is-
as usual.
It's kind of big, but yeah. No, I don't know. It'd be cool having you over, but I mean, I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy. But
But I mean, what I wanted to say with that is that I'm gonna compete.
oh,
Yeah.
in
In in 2 different categories. That I'm not gonna spoil it, because also I don't remember the names of those.
I don't want to look stupid.
No, one category is best of crazy, so it's like crazy tattoo.
Like freehand or just something?
Just I don't know what it means.
Oh.
They make up some new new.
Who's your canvas? Do you just pick one on the spot?
No. It's you take one of your old clients, and they go up on stage.
So someone
they
crazy.
represent you.
Oh fuck.
So I'm thinking the king portrait,
Mhm.
you know, with the droopy.
Yeah,
colors
with the
and
droopy
stuff.
face. That
Yeah,
you did, yeah.
so that one, and I also want to compete with my Geotrash Stormtrooper.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and compete with those. Also, my arm, for those of you watching.
Oh, that is so badass. So you're doing one for Nelson?
Yes. So I'm gonna compete for him because
Wait, that is awesome.
he definitely deserves it. So hopefully
that
we'll
pieces.
win at something. But the good thing is that either way, I'm gonna feel like I'm a winner because they're gonna like, oh, this is made by Robert. So I'm gonna get shouted out, and they're gonna take pictures of the things and maybe put in some magazines and stuff. So I'm just just gonna wait and see what happens after that. Maybe I'll blow up and become super famous.
Maybe you'll just blow up.
Or maybe just blow up, yes. Yeah, so that's pretty much my plan. Also started thinking about a longer type of vacation for next year.
Nice. I
But
want to do that as well.
Yeah, but that needs planning.
Yeah, but on the topic of conventions,
Mm-hmm.
Sketchbook Heroes will be at the Swedish Comic Con.
Yes, so if you are in Stockholm for Comic-Con, come give us a high five.
Yeah. And usually when we do high fives, they look like this.
Yes.
A sad clap.
But you don't know that because you listen to it and it sounds super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see us standing in this crazy room and we don't look like nothing is happening, like maybe it takes away the illusion of shit happening.
And I'm
So-
actually sitting down, which is pretty funny because
No.
you can't really tell.
No, you're just almost as tall as you are
Yeah.
standing, but you're not. You're usually. Wow, you just became shorter now.
Yeah. Dude, you should... That's actually farting.
No, it was just this.
Did you shark?
Dude, I did a fake fart sound and I was like, that's not gonna sound like a fake fart sound in the edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna edit out the fart. We're 10 people now. Holy
Woo!
dicks.
We broke our thing.
We broke our thing. I said 6 people, he said 4 people for the first one because we were very late with announcing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, regarding conventions, we're gonna be there. Hopefully we'll be looking awesome. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Yeah.
We have a couple of ideas on how to sort of...
Yeah, maybe you'll recognize us, maybe you won't.
Exactly.
Who knows? But yeah,
Just look for the Sketchbook Heroes flag in some type, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Like the symbol.
The
That is us.
Yes.
No, just kidding.
Artards.
Uh,
But yeah, so Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yeah. Be there. Swedish Comic-Con.
Do you remember the date?
Nah, no idea.
Oh, you're watching the thing. I can look up the thing while you talk about something more that you did on your vacation.
I did nothing. But my sort of future goals is to be more active on social media in the extent that I can. So I might not post every day, but I'll try to sort of keep some sort of, you know... Oh, what the fuck is it called?
Consistency? No.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah.
So yeah, consistency is what I'm aiming for. And while we're on topic, oh yeah,
16, sorry. The 15th
September?
and 16th of September. So in a month. Tomorrow in a month.
tomorrow in a month.
Well,
Shit, I really need to get our thing.
yeah.
Just check it out and spend money.
I think it should be easy to get. They should be easy to get.
No, but I don't want to get the cheap shit. I want to get like something that looks
We have a week.
decent. Two.
Oh yeah, a month. Sorry.
Yeah, a month.
A month. Yeah. So fuck.
Yeah.
Tight deadline always.
Yep.
That's how we work.
And for those of you who asked us what we were going to talk about on this episode, no, we
Suckers.
suckers. We just came up with that on the fly.
Yeah.
But regarding my sort of art aspirations for autumn and winter is like be a bit more frequent on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and then do studies. I think I'm going to sign up for like I have a Schoolism subscription, so I'm going to use that and try to get some shit done maybe,
Nice.
and maybe skip the one that I started a while back and just do one that I can sort of like that I feel that I can sort of like finish. You know,
Mhm.
like actually work on. Because right now I felt that the other one I couldn't come up with stuff to do for it.
Yeah.
So it just stressed me out. So I'm going to do another one. Just sort of like build up to that one
Yeah.
or something.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
so
I was also thinking about maybe not doing an online thing, but actually
Yeah.
taking a class of sorts just to, I don't know, get more active.
Mhm.
Because I feel like I'm losing a lot of stuff now because the tattooing is really taking up everything.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing because it is my job and I need to get fully immersed
Mhm.
or emerged. I don't know. I need to emerge from my immersedness. I'm just making
What
stuff
the
up.
fuck does that mean?
But yeah, no, so I would like to sort of evolve a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
I have no idea what, like, it's just something that I thought of,
Mhm.
like,
Just now.
just now, almost, yeah.
Sketchbook
We-
hero style. Yeah.
We
Sketchbook
talked
hero.
about it on the train, but
Yeah.
yeah, no. So I haven't thought anything else
Mhm.
other than the interest is starting to evolve in my head. So yeah.
I have another plan to sort of keep my account going
Mm-hmm.
and to have you guys to give you something. Is that I'm gonna right now I'm in training and I'm on a training diet, which does not mean that I'm starving myself. So don't you do that.
That's not true. He is. Look at him.
No.
So skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, but the idea is to sort of like I'm gonna get down to my sort of like my fit weight or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do some reference shots.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do some yeah, I'm gonna take some some nudes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Wow.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take requests from you guys, and I'm gonna make like pose packs so we can have the. Because every time I go online and I look for references, like girl with a sword, she's like,
I think this is what Nuka would have wanted, like for her Kama Sutra thing.
oh yeah, right.
Yes. To eagle with doggy style pose.
No, just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do like I have a martial arts background. I can hold a sword without looking like an idiot, and but yeah. So I'm gonna try to provide you with some things,
That's awesome, man.
and then I'm gonna have it as a second income. So I'm gonna have some stuff for free, like a lot of it for free in the beginning, and then I'm just gonna sort of make like little packs of them that you can buy, like just to use.
Awesome. That is extremely necessary.
Yeah,
I would
right?
say. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everything that I find is like it's either crap or the people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
you know, like-
I've stopped looking for those type of references. I
Dude,
just do it
same-
myself.
I do it myself,
Mhm.
yeah. But it would be nice to have like some sort of high quality, like when someone punches and I want it, like I want the foreshortening.
Mhm.
You know, I want this thing sort of like,
Yeah.
but you can't get it because people are like,
Yeah,
and it looks shit. So
good plan.
awesome
Yeah,
nudes coming.
I'm looking forward to the nudes. Please shave first.
Shit. No, we'll have.
Okay, wax. No, I mean your body,
Ah,
because you know we want nudes, not you know Care Bear style. The black Care Bear.
okay, that was touche.
Yeah.
So on today's topic, we'll be talking about. No, we need that. Now.
Oh yeah,
We're back, and we're gonna be talking about
toolies.
tools
Tools.
and what tools are good for you. Who the
Yeah.
fuck knows? We get a lot of questions.
Yes, yes we do.
But before we cover that, thank you for listening to Sketchbook Heroes.
Yes, and please, if you do like this, comment or share and like.
See the like button? It's somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
I think. Wait, which side is it? I think
I
it's
have
this
no
side.
fucking idea.
Yes,
That side.
it looks like this. So push that one, and
Bling.
then
See the bell?
yeah, the bell. Click it too.
All,
or like
all 11 of you.
cling,
11!
Oh, talking about 11. Have you seen Stranger
Yes.
Things 2?
No, that was Beat It. Damn it. I meant Thriller.
Oh,
God damn it.
Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller.
Mhm.
That looks awesome,
So
by the way.
good.
But yeah, and also if you love the Sketchbook Heroes podcast and you love listening to it on iTunes and not seeing our stupid faces in this weird fucking thing, hey, what up, dude? No worries, man.
Cameo. That was actually Mark Wahlberg.
Jose.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. No. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah. iTunes.
But iTunes.
Go in. Rate us.
Rate us 5 stars always, nothing else.
No.
Don't touch the others.
No.
And yeah, and then get back here
Yeah.
because
Um,
Robert has something to say.
Yeah. No. Just again with the sharing and the caring and the the thingies. But yeah, and if you only follow us here, we have the Instagram account. Obviously, we're gonna do shout outs and everything that we normally do. Now we are back from vacation, so Elias is gonna be more active.
I'm gonna start taking a higher pay cut if you're doing that.
Yeah, I know.
A higher pay cut from nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Yeah. So, what art tools should you buy?
No, we're not doing it.
Again.
Ah.
So, we get a lot of questions regarding the art tools.
Yeah, mainly the stuff that we use, obviously, or
Yeah.
for me.
Nobody-
I don't know what they ask you.
No, they ask me about like Wacom tablets, computers, like Mac or like Surface that I use, what I prefer, and sort of, and it all comes down to how are you going to use it,
Yeah.
right?
What are you working on?
Yeah, exactly. What is your like, in what sort of like, what is your drawing style? Like, how do you work? You
Yeah.
know, like what size tablet should I buy? What size of anything should I buy? I used to like a lot of like screen real estate, but then I noticed that I just zoom in as a motherfucker and I get nothing done.
Yeah, same here.
So I usually just like use like if I have a 27-inch screen of any kind, I still just use just a small portion where I sort of zoom out and I use it sparingly.
Yeah.
Like unless I have like reference and stuff around it, that's fine. Then it's great.
Yeah.
But mostly I have it like I have the reference on my phone rather, or something else like an iPad on the side. I don't know why I think that's better.
No, I always split. Like I what do you say? You crop it down the screen.
Yeah.
Minimize it a bit. Not
Minimize.
minimize. I don't know. Make it smaller, and then I have the.
Oh,
reference
you have
the
it
side.
on the
So
side
it's
of
on
your
the screen.
canvas. You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like okay, yeah, I don't do that.
But I don't know. It's just it works. It's
No,
easier
no, it's fine, and there are
for
apps
me.
for that as
for
well.
me.
But I think, like, if you're gonna buy a companion or a Cintiq or any other Wacom tablet, like what size you should buy, you should really just think about like how you draw. Like I'm kind of like I don't do that like I don't draw big.
No.
I draw very small usually.
Yeah, I work
so.
more wrist.
And it's more wrist based. Like unless even when I'm sketching with like my elbow, like the drumstick thing that we talked about before, like this. Kung Fu. Yeah. Still, even when I do that, I'm drawing pretty small. Like it's the bigger shapes and lines, but it's still sort of. It's pretty small.
Yeah. It's small.
So, I would buy like a smaller Cintiq or tablet. It's right here.
Okay, good. Yay.
So I personally would just try to, like, if you don't have a friend that does it or has like a tablet that you can try out. I know that a lot of countries don't have stores where they have like a Wacom on display or something. That
I
they
had
can
to
try.
order my the first one that I bought. I was
Just
living in
guessing?
Munich.
Just guessing, like on what you wanted.
Well, I talked to you about it because
Yeah.
you had one, and I just sort of asked what you
Mhm.
thought I should get, and then I kind of got that. That's
Yeah, you got the
normally how I
medium. Yeah.
But it was the first thing into his 3,
Yeah.
and and I had to order it special from like it was actually a photo shop. It's not Photoshop, see? But yeah, they did sold cameras and photo equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were the only retail. What do you say? Reseller or
No, retail.
retailer for
Is it?
Wacom products or Wacom.
In Germany, that's where they have their fucking
I know.
the big thing.
Yeah.
What?
So this was in Munich.
Get your shit together, Germans!
So that's the only place I
Worst.
could get it, but I had to special order it.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It sucked.
I think the Germans lied to you. They were like, we are the only resellers of this kind of.
No, I googled it, and that was what
oh.
the site said. But they were really efficient, and I got it good. The price was okay.
Yeah.
It was still kind of new back then, so
Mhm.
it was a bit pricey, but not. I think it was like cheaper ordering from that place
Okay.
also. So I don't know. Anyways, I had to special order it to get it. So I understand if you guys have troubles with this, and I had saved actually for a couple of months before I could get it. So it's
It
not.
usually
It's
comes
not
down
cheap.
to money when
Yeah.
it's that stuff. But I think if you're gonna buy like a regular Wacom that you draw like a tablet that isn't a screen,
Mhm.
they're very affordable. Like
Yeah,
compared
now.
to no, but I
Jesus,
think
yeah.
no, but I think they're like if you're gonna go with the Bamboo series, which is pretty good. Like I don't think you'll notice a difference between the Bamboo and the
The
pros.
Intuos or
No,
the-
yeah, whatever the fuck they're called now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't bought one in years. But I personally, when I went from Graphire 4 to my Intuos, whichever model I got, I don't remember. I think 4 was my first, like, when I upgraded. So I had the Graphire, which was a little small gray thing, like A6 size. It's super small.
Yeah, that was the size.
When-
of it too.
Yeah, when I actually upgraded to the, I didn't feel a pressure like difference. I think Wacom has always been good at utilizing their like sort of pressure sensitivity. So when I use like 512 like points of pressure, whatever the fuck it's called, like I didn't feel the difference between that and like 1024 and you know
No.
like and so on. And even with the higher ones, like the new ones, I'm not like I've never had a problem. Like
No.
it always responded to the lightest touch.
Yeah.
And then it just recognizing even the lighter touches. I can't even see that shit. Like
No.
it doesn't really matter. Now they have
Really.
like 8096.
I know. Like I
or
don't even know
whatever.
what it means. Like
Yeah, I don't.
it still looks the same.
It's awesome.
I sort of use the same brushes. I use
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same canvases.
and I don't feel that difference. Yeah,
No, the only thing is now I use my the companion instead,
yeah.
or most of the time. But I actually remembered now that I had before I bought the Wacom.
hmm
My parents bought me one of those, the small ones. That was,
Yeah, I remember that. But you got that like it was like a sign pen
Exactly,
instead of
yeah.
the actual drawing one. Yeah, I
and
don't
it was
know.
it was impossible to draw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I had the A6 that I had was made for drawing,
Mhm.
but more as like support in like different apps, and I could do with it. Like I just like programmed it so like every stroke was like screen size.
Mm.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, my Wacom one was an A5, so it was still pretty small. But I got really used to it. I really like working on small canvases
Yeah.
or areas, whatever sizes.
Yeah.
I like them small. And then I went to work for Lego and I got an A3.
Oh, dicks. Yeah.
So I went from my A5 to an A3.
Yeah.
That was weird. I
Wh-
felt really strange.
Dude, same here. I worked at King.
Hmm?
When I started here, I asked for a medium, and I got the A4 one or whatever the fuck it is, the
Mhm.
bigger one. Like it's A3 size, but the drawing part is like A4. Like it's ginormous.
Okay.
They're so big, but
The
actual
old
drawing.
one. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so much. But now I have 3 screens. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
I have 3 screens now, so I have the iMac 27 on the side. I don't have it as a primary because it's glare. It has like this fucking glare. You know,
the
like
screen does?
yeah, no, but it's a glossy screen.
Oh yeah.
Hate glossy screens.
Plus you have windows behind you.
And windows behind me, so I have that one like this, and then I have Dell 24 something something. I don't know what they're called, but they're really good, and they're like matte,
Mm.
so super good. 2 of those, like one standing like this and one vertical.
Yeah,
I call it my leisure screen. I have like Spotify, chat applications, and everything that I don't need for work.
Nice.
So you gotta check on Facebooks. No, but regarding like devices like that though,
Mm.
it doesn't matter which one you're buying. It's mostly like ask yourself, like write shit down. I think writing shit down is like the best way to finding out like sort of like what you really need, because your mind is fucking changing, changing. You're like, okay, remember this one thing, and then you forget that
Yeah.
and come up with like a million other things.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. So.
Dude, I had things to say on this podcast that I'm like, fuck it. Sketchbook yours. Seal of approval.
Improv. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. So I think it's just write shit down. Write what you actually need your device to sort of be able to deliver. Like, oh, it needs Photoshop. It needs to be able to open Word documents. It needs this, that, unzip files. I don't know.
Whatever it could be.
whatever the fuck it could be. And then you start eliminating, like, okay, the iPad does not support, like, you can open zips, but it's terrible. Like, it's the worst fucking, like, I haven't found any good solution for it.
No Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly. Does it support Dropbox? Does it support this other crap? You know, like, whatever it is. Does it have Photoshop? Does it have Procreate? Does it have this thing? And then you can start eliminating. Then you'll see that a couple of things will sort of slide away.
Yeah.
And then maybe you have 2 computers. And then you'll have features.
Yeah, and then you can start thinking money.
Yeah. And then money is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And also, I think, like, don't go for the highest specs if the computer isn't utilizing all those specs. You know what I mean? It can have, like, tons of great shit in there, but if they're not playing well together, then it doesn't then it doesn't really justify the higher price tag. So.
No.
And you will always get a cheaper PC than a Mac, coming from a Mac guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's a Mac guy now as well.
Yeah.
And I've actually started getting tired of Apple, so I'm a bit of a Microsoft lackey as well now. But only the Surface series.
Yeah, but
is the
those
ones I
are
like.
different. Like,
No, but those are really slim, and I think that's why I love them, because I can put them in my bag and not use them the whole day.
plus
and
they
still-
support Photoshop and all of this. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
they
it's
come
a
with so
full-
many
yeah, but
good
it's a- yeah.
benefits.
So I actually really love those.
Yeah. No, I really like them too, and I love their new stuff that we got to try out.
Oh, dude,
thought
yeah,
that was
that
great.
was actually really cool, right?
Yes.
But there again, the Surface Studio that we played around with,
Yeah.
it's a ginormous computer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 28 inches, like the screen.
Wasn't it bigger?
No,
It
it's
felt
28.
bigger.
No, it's 28.
It's huge.
But I think it's because they don't have like any. It's all screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
And,
very nice.
and then you
looking.
have this like the hinges on it. Like
Perfect.
I'm thinking they spent like millions
Yeah.
and millions just designing that, because when you do this, you just, I almost threw it off the table because it was like the hinges work so perfect.
And it's
like,
so light, like you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
move it with fingers. Like you don't
Yeah.
even have to strain anything. You
I
just
did
like
not know.
push it, and it goes up or down, any which way you want. And it's super stable to draw on, so it doesn't move while you're like leaning against it a bit. And like it was, amazing. Like I was really, really impressed. And yeah, I wish I had more time to experiment on it.
Yeah, because I've used it on 3 occasions. It's never disappointed me.
No.
But I think the only problem we had with that one was that we couldn't really set it up the way that we would work normally.
No.
But just trying it out of the box, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like it was
I
fun.
mean, we didn't have time to set up any.
No. And then we had like a lot of people around us,
Yeah. So,
like coming
distractions.
in, distractions. Yeah.
but still really cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
We got a
but-
question, by the way,
Oh, really?
and this one is from Alex Naumov.
No.
What do you think about Paint Storm Studio?
I haven't tried it. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. I've downloaded it. I installed it, the trial, and then I had to give my Surface back to get a newer, better Surface Pro.
All right.
Yeah, so I never had actual trying.
So no trying.
No, but I had time to do like a couple of strokes. But the awesome thing about it is that it has like you can create your own, I think, panels, like little boxes with, you know, like your brushes and settings and stuff that you can just place around your screen and move them around.
Okay.
And I've heard good things about the brush engine, but I haven't really given it a real try to sort of say. Because, oh yeah, I remember why as well. It didn't have touch support. So, you know.
Then it's
For
a
me,
fail.
since I'm a Surface Pro guy, I need the touch support stuff. So,
Yeah, I mean we're so into it now that anything that doesn't support it just feels really outdated and
no, yeah.
Weird.
If you're on the touch market, yeah, it's not a go. But maybe that'll come in maybe it has come. I don't know. It was a while back. But again, what sort of drawing application should I use for digital art?
yeah, it's all up to you.
Do you want to work with it? Photoshop.
Yeah, all the
Like
way.
I wouldn't even
No.
like you can use anything, but there are some main ones that are like industry standard that are good to know. And then if you prefer something else, that's fine too. But you sort of need to know the industry ones,
Yeah,
because usually it's Photoshop, Illustrator, are 2 really good ones to know.
yeah.
Then I think other things that are good to know is like Maya, and I guess
if you're gonna work with the whole
yeah,
3D thing.
if you're doing 3D, but
InDesign, I guess.
yeah, exactly. But there's
you
one
want
more thing.
layouting and shit.
I'm thinking of the other 3D one where you sculpt. Come on, buddy. Come on, give it to
I
me.
thought that was Maya.
No, Maya is.
Maya is the normal 3D program.
Yeah.
We're thinking of.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck
There's another one that's very famous that I just
yeah.
can't think of.
Why?
ZBrush.
Thanks.
Thank you, Nick Shines.
Oh.
Saving the day. So easy. I just talked about ZBrush today, like for half an hour. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Got it out of my system. And
Vacation brains. Okay.
so yeah, just sort of like try to see what you're going to use it for. What is your end game? What are you trying to achieve? And then you buy the applications that sort of fit your needs. It's not that complicated. And I really appreciate you guys reaching out with these questions. So we thought we'd dedicate this episode for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so traditional tools, that's another one. Like,
Mhm.
should I buy like expensive acrylics or should I buy like cheap acrylics? What are you using it for?
Yeah. How
Are you gonna doodle with it?
how
Buy the
well-
cheap shit.
Yeah. How well do you know your medium? Like,
Exactly.
obviously, if you haven't tried any acrylic painting before or oil paints, then buy the cheap stuff and just try it out.
Right.
Because then you can afford to mess stuff up. But if you're like into it, then obviously you try getting the more, yeah, thanks. Try getting the more expensive stuff, and yeah, I mean, it's all very easy, so you should know this. But we're gonna tell you anyways.
Because we like you.
That's how we do.
So, yeah, and that sort of goes for everything.
Yeah,
Should I buy Copic markers or cheap ass markers? I can tell you.
works. Both work.
I can tell you the reason why you should buy Copics, and I'll give you a reason why you could buy the cheap ones. There are two reasons. I think that buying Copics is because you can refill them, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Especially when you can sort of like, if you know you use a marker more than others, especially like you and me,
Yeah.
we can sketch with the markers. They run fucking out.
Yes.
And then you can just refill it, and those little refill boxes or the things, the refills, cost like $10
Yeah.
the most, like,
Yeah, something like that.
and they last for fucking ever.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
still using. I remember we
Yeah.
talked about this a couple of episodes ago, and I still use the first
Same
refill
one.
that I bought.
I
Like
also here.
it's got nothing left, but it's still.
It never runs out. Like my Warm Gray 3, I think,
Mhm.
is still like,
Yeah.
it's had this forever, and I keep refilling the fucker. And
Mine is the cold gray one.
yeah.
Yeah, I just use it for everything.
No, but
It's amazing.
that's why you should buy those ones.
Yeah.
But why you could buy the cheap ones? People are like, yeah, well, are they? Well, they're not as good. They're just as good.
Yeah, same fucking shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same fucking thing. They're like none of them are color fast
No.
or light fast. Sorry.
Well, actually,
Edit, bleep.
I would say the Copics are.
No, they're not. No, it's stated on their website. They're not
But
light
it's,
fast.
I think in combination with the purpose, then they are.
No.
Because if you look at the portrait I did for the tattoo studio, and stop
Mhm.
fucking doing that with your head, because this is true, it's been in the window for
Yeah.
over a year. No, more than 2 years almost.
I don't know.
Direct sunlight. And it hasn't faded even the slightest with the Copics.
Maybe it's some colors more than others.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably, but I'm just saying that it's not even noticeable that it's been in the window.
But I think it's like red, blues, and greens and stuff like that that fade more than
Oh, the
black
color.
and
Yeah.
grays. Yeah.
So grays, they hold, well, I would say
The-
perfectly, but it might be
But the thing is, you
combination
can't
of,
like. But I think if you
everything.
had it by side, you'd see a difference. But I
Probably.
think it's that they fade equally since it's sort of like.
Because the fun thing was that I missed one of the people, because the whole thing is I made a poster for the studio that I'm working in, just to say thank you for them being awesome, but I left one person out that I hadn't met and didn't know was
Ah.
working at that time.
Mhm.
So she drew like a stick figure of herself on a normal piece of paper
Mhm.
and stuck it on,
Yeah.
but she faded that whole thing
What?
because it stood in the window for 2 years.
Ah.
And it's funny because she got kicked out.
Oh,
Like,
it's her.
she got
okay,
fired.
Yeah.
And then so it slowly faded. Just he disappeared. Like it's so ironic, it's crazy, or
no.
symbolic. I don't know. But yeah, so that was like the reference I had, looking at my painting
Funny.
behind it, and then hers.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
And Alex Nanov writes again, lol, I bought a Copic refill multi-liner pens, but zero art store in Moscow are selling the refills.
Woo! Nice one, man.
So maybe go for the cheap shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the cheap shit for me, I have, I think, like 4 different brands of cheap shit. Like, if you want to call it cheap shit, they still cost like, you know, like $3
Or money.
or money.
Mm-hmm.
But the cheaper ones are just as good. I think it's like the flow of the ink that sort of differs. Like Copic sort of pours out ink like a bit more, whereas the cheaper brands I think are a bit more like nice. Like the flow is slower.
Yeah.
Because when I went from Pro markers back in the day, and I bought like a small set of Copics, like I wasn't used to the flow difference from the Copics were just like spreading out very nicely and fast, which I want now. But back then I was like, motherfucker, no!
It's too much.
And then, you know, once you doubt yourself with markers, you just like you get this streak all like across a face or something. It's terrible.
And that's how I develop my style.
Nice.
Because I like it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still have all of my Pro markers. I never ever used them, but I bought pretty much like all of them that I could find. The thing is now they've come in more of the Copic style, so you can get the nice grayscale.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the day, or when I went shopping for them, it was only like the basic
Yeah,
colors.
some basic colors, but they weren't like colors you could match.
No.
Like it was like you get this like dark purple, dark blue. You're like, what am I supposed to do with dark purple and dark blue?
Yeah,
like
exactly. And they look the same almost. Like.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
So those packs back in the day when we couldn't, oh well, you could I guess buy them online, but it wasn't as easy or like.
Now you get them in the cheaper stores like Clas Ohlson or Panduro Hobby.
But they're pretty good. They're from Winsor and Newton. Now that's taken over that thing.
Yeah,
so.
and I see a lot of people using them all the time.
I think they're good.
So I still have them, and I will try to use them a bit more because I want to incorporate some more colors into my stuff, which I guess could be one of my fall things.
Cool.
So
That is
maybe
awesome.
work more with colors. Yeah. My mom keeps nagging.
Oh, really?
You never draw anything with colors. She loves colors. Hi, Mom.
I still owe you a drawing. I'm sorry. That was like when we were like 16, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of years. But regarding art tools that are traditional, there are like super cheap ones and there are super expensive ones. If you're drawing for a client, you want to spend some more money on the light fast stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want your shit to fade within a year.
No.
Because then I will slap you.
If he buys it.
If she buys it, she will slap you. Said client will slap you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Said client will slap you.
Like, yeah, we just lost.
But yeah, so depending on how you're gonna use it, if I'm gonna do like, I want to dab with watercolor, I'm not gonna go buy something expensive. I'm gonna buy the shit that I have at home, you know, like that I bought for like 49 crowns, which is like $4, and that's what I'm gonna use. And it's like I'm just gonna play around. If it's good, it's good. But I'm never gonna sell it. And even if I'm selling it, I'd sell it cheap, you know, like fuck it.
And this is something different, but I mean, I've always been drawing, so obviously whenever I have a birthday or it's Christmas, or had, because now I'm an old fuck and nobody gives me anything, but back in the day nobody knew what to get me, so they always bought me art supplies, and some of those were actually good ones. So like I still use the watercolors that I got for Christmas for, I don't know, 20 years ago or whatever, and back then I didn't know how to use them, and I just thought like they're just watercolors and you threw them away, and then you grow up a bit and you use them in school, and then you're like, so these are the expensive ones. Like, thank you, aunt or mom or whoever bought those, because now I use them all the time and they're fucking awesome.
And people are always like, I don't know what to get you. I'm like, get me anything that I can draw with.
Exactly,
because you might buy me something I wouldn't normally buy.
Exactly.
And that's pretty cool, because I have a lot of, like you said, art supplies. I went to my mom's house, and these pens aren't like something special. They don't even have a fucking brand, you know, like some of them. But I was like, you just like trying them out, like to see which ones work, and I was like, oh, this one is pretty good. Like the ink on this one is like very flowy, sort of like if you want to
Mm-hmm.
do stuff like specific stuff. 12 people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We
No.
can't see what time we are.
Shit,
Is it
we're
50?
like 50-ish something.
50 or so. No, that's good. We're
Oh,
still
we could
talking.
actually look here as well. Oh, no, we can't.
No, we can.
Fuck it. But yeah, so it's awesome to like rediscover
Yeah.
art tools. And Emmy Yulene says that she has pro markers, touch twin markers, Copics, all of it, and it all she loves them all. It depends on how she uses them. Like she uses them for different things.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
And that is also a sign of a pro,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Also, the good thing about the Copics ones is like everything is like you can change the nibs. You can take away the broad one, put a brush in. You know, like you can play around with it.
Yeah.
It has like the airbrush system that I used for that Nintendo Boy with the gun.
Yeah, and you
My
can
Twitter avatar.
you can do your own airbrushing, just blowing on the exactly.
But you can get a lot of spittle.
Yeah, but that's only it's risky. So do like what do you call it when you put something
Fart.
you fart on top of it.
What do you mean?
Oh,
you mean like
a
something in
stencil,
between?
I guess, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mask it.
Mask. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, Molotov something,
Does he-
the brand? No, the brand.
Yeah,
They have like
Molotov.
this masking pen. It's like a gel that you put on top of your
Oh,
drawing.
I've heard
And
about
then I have one. I haven't used it yet. And then you can just sort of like
peel it off. Right?
yeah, like a little scratch lottery scratch thingy. You
Mhm.
can do like pretty much like that. You just get it off at the end.
Nice.
Like
'cause,
it can bleed through a bit depending on what type of paper you have and if the like sort of travels under the paper, you know, or
Oh,
something.
okay.
But for most things, you could probably get away with it though. I think it's
Awesome.
pretty good.
Yeah, because I heard about just the ink, not the
Mhm.
Molotov one. I didn't know they had one. But I've heard about it for
It's like
like
a-
years, and
yeah.
I've always been really curious to trying it, but I keep forgetting that it exists.
I think
So-
I have it with me. Maybe we can check.
But I need to get
yeah.
one of those because I use it a lot.
13.
Woo!
Oh wow, it looked like a nut.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Let's never do that again. Let's never point at the number 13,
No,
which is a bad number actually.
it's actually not. It's a lucky number.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
If you look back in history,
No. Because in Spain, Portugal, they
we're
don't
talking
have a
many
13th
thousands
floor.
of
Fuck
years.
that. Spain existed.
No, it's because of
Mhm.
fucking idiot men who
Really?
made 13 a bad thing. Because 13 is actually all the menstrual cycles in a woman's life, so it has a very important meaning. It's a very beautiful symbol, actually. So, and it's my lucky number also. So just saying, feminist,
Feminists?
feminism.
Feminism.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, it is, you know, we should bring it back. It's not a bad thing. Also, black cats, you know, that's also been like, ooh, they're bad luck. They were a beautiful symbol back in the, yeah, fuck it.
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
Yeah.
I was with you
Educate.
until you went for cats. Like cats, black cats are very.
They got a bad rep, you know.
They got a bad rep. They need someone to defend them.
I'm allergic to cats anyways.
Black cat,
I got black sad.
black side. I'm just gonna sing everything you say.
Okay.
Black cat.
Um, we
Yeah.
weren't talking about anything important, I think.
No. It's
No.
just like
Yeah.
try to sort of write 14. We're just gonna keep saying every time someone logs in.
Yeah, Ilias is gonna keep shouting. I don't know why.
I'm gonna use the we as in I. The royal we.
The royal.
There is no royal.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm very tired.
Very
it's very hot in here.
Mm-hmm. It's so fucking hot in
Think
there.
of all your clothes. I'm gonna take my
But
clothes.
I guess pretty much what we're saying is try as much as you can and find out what type of brand you're really into.
Yeah. Start cheap.
Always. Yeah.
Ooh, 15, motherfucker.
Why now? Why so fucking
Yeah.
late?
So fucking late in the podcast.
Yeah. It's because we're gonna do the retros.
Ooh, they
Yeah.
want to hear about One Punch Man.
Yeah. Yeah, saving it. Save the hype.
Yeah.
Anything else to add with the whole tools and stuff? I guess the same goes
No.
with paper and stuff.
No, I
obviously.
have nothing. Yeah, the paper as well. Like buy
Yeah.
cheap stuff for the cheap stuff that you're gonna draw.
I mean, I normally like. Obviously, if I'm doing something bigger or nicer, I use the purpose paper
Yeah.
because it just helps me. It looks really good. But whenever I'm drawing normally, I just use normal copy paper, like the cheapest shit I can find. I buy it at Clas Ohlson. I think it's 59 crowns for a whole pack of I don't know how many, 300 pages or 500 or 100 something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I use.
Yeah.
Just, easy, cheap.
I agree.
So,
So just adapt what you sort of need, or like the things you buy to your needs.
exactly.
Don't pay extra if you're just gonna like doodle on it. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
talk on the phone and like do squiggles on like artboards.
Yeah.
Maybe not worth it. Like when they cost like
No.
you know like
And this is what
$2 each.
We talked about this on the other episode where we talked about the materials and stuff. But I said that when I got the fancier type of paper, my drawings improved.
and mine went down.
Because you were like scared to draw on them because you didn't want to destroy it.
And the thing is, I didn't know what to draw, so they created this like sort of like
Yeah.
stress.
I mean, I didn't know what to draw all the time
Yeah.
either, but it just, I don't know, for me it helped. So
Mhm.
it just made my hand like more steady and I could ink better. And
Oh, shit, I always get worse. Like when I'm doodling, like I can be on like this scrap piece of motherfucking paper, and my hand is like just inks everything perfectly. I'm like, and then I'm on that nice paper, and I'm like, just like across the eye, you know. I'm like, how could I miss like this thick fucking line, and just like,
no.
I don't know, that pressure. Like when I don't give a shit, that's when it works.
Yeah, but I always use like a small size of ink pen or like a multi-liner in a really
Mhm.
small size, just because to stay safe. And
Like
I've
that.
noticed I do the exact same thing when I'm tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
So I use like a needle that is a lot smaller than
Then it needs to
like
be,
what
yeah.
I could use, but it's just I'm just so much more comfortable using the smaller ones and then making my line weight the way I want it.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
hate
just
that.
the
I want
technique
the
I'm
I want the
doing.
flowy, you know,
Mhm.
sort of thing, but I need to sort of learn how to kimyumgi that shit.
Oh fuck you! Oh.
Yeah, I saw the one that you
Yeah,
sent me
yeah, I
before.
was just gonna
Yeah,
say.
it's insane.
I really felt like killing myself. It was just
Also,
ridiculous.
Maddie Fredlund or Choicho says
Jojo!
she's referring to the old masters and how they sort of used cheap supplies
Mhm.
and they tried to sort of make the stuff, you know, like mixing the colors and everything, all those things. They were really trying to like optimize, like for the colors to sort of stay light fast or
Mhm,
whatever it could be, you know,
mhm.
just like to protect them. Like how do I coat this so it doesn't like disappear and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And the things that we have at our disposal nowadays is so much fucking better than they ever had.
Yeah, but is it though?
No, but
Right.
it is, but it's also, I think it's also a crutch for us that
Mhm.
we're sort of like
We're spoiled.
spoiled.
Mm.
So I guess having less usually, that's why like people that have like a tough upbringing or something usually tend like either they, you know, like just disappear or they fucking skyrocket, you know, and do like crazy things
Yeah,
because you know you don't want
They
to.
haven't had anything.
They haven't had anything, and the drive is so strong.
Yeah,
They have talent,
yeah.
which is the drive to do
Compared
shit.
to
Yeah.
the spoiled brats who have everything and they don't want to do jack shit. Yeah, exactly.
Took us a while to like get our heads out of our asses, and
I think it's still in there, actually.
oh, that,
Yeah,
I can feel.
Oh no, those
No,
are just
no.
hemorrhoids.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Or not really.
Not really
No.
nice.
Hemorrhoids is no joke. So sorry if any of you guys.
So don't shit on it.
What is it? Is it 16? No, 10.
No, Motherfuckers.
As soon as I mentioned hemorrhoids, we
Oh, we got
another
one.
follow.
No.
Yeah.
Did you say hemorrhoids?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So wrapping all that up.
Wrapping it all. Write shit down. What do you want the things that you're going to buy to do for you? What do you need?
Yeah.
Is it clients? Is it for a client? Is it for your personal doodles? Is it for finished artwork that you might consider selling at a later time? Write shit down.
Yeah.
And then sort of like pros and cons with both things.
Yeah. And if you're unsure about stuff, just go into the shop and talk to people that actually know about these things, just to help you. You know, don't be afraid to talk to people, and don't be afraid to sound like a noob, because you are.
Yeah.
Just accept it. Let them help you, because most of these people actually do know stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, or do the alias thing where you just research the hell out of everything.
Google is your friend.
Yeah, I never do. Like, I ask him, he tells me, I buy. Easy.
And no, but I think that I have regarding that is that I never buy the cheapest shit when it comes to like tech.
No.
I
You
always
want stuff that
buy.
lasts a bit.
Usually you can't afford the most pricey shit out there, but you can always buy the upper sort of like above average stuff. You know, like, because average is usually not very good in a professional sort of, like, you can still use it. I think I could draw with fucking, like, if you gave me a turd,
Oh yeah.
I could fucking draw with it, you know, like, but I'm just saying that it's nicer to have things that will last and sort of, that's
Yeah.
why I love Copics. Like, it's the higher end of the marker world, you know. Like,
Do you actually know how light fast turds are?
no idea. We should
We should
probably
try- yeah,
research
we should
that,
try
right? Like, take a couple of different turds and just like drag them on a piece of paper and
Yeah.
then just put them
Put
on
'em
your
in the sun.
window. Yeah.
Make them fry.
Nice.
Mm.
Mighty McFry. Yeah. So just
Yeah. So try.
stuff.
Try again.
See, we got some comments in the end here.
We got a comment. I can't read anything.
Alex Naumanov uses mechanical pencils used by famous artists or cool markers like Molotov. Yeah, and Leonidaria, I mostly check things on the internet, then go to the art store and ask if it's good quality or if something looks comfortable, like mechanical pencils. Also, use YouTube. YouTube is a great place to get actual sort of people like spinning things around for you, doodling with them, which
Opening
we
stuff.
also plan to do.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, at some point. That is the problem right now, guys. Time. Where the fuck is time? This podcast is like the longest shit ever. And we're back to doing long episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah!
So you
So
get to-
without further ado, shut up, Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wrapping that shit up.
Yeah.
I tossed it.
He tossed it. It's
For all
gone.
you listening out there. Yeah.
Just hit someone. Yeah. Shall we move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Retro.
Like really no energy at all.
I did the Iron Man voice.
Nice. Yeah, so today's retro. This was actually Ilya's suggestion, and I loved it. I have wanted to talk about this for a while. Just realized I have not researched anything.
Fucking One Punch Man!
Yeah, so you're gonna have to research it yourselves, because we're just gonna talk about how fucking awesome it is.
Yeah.
So
I binged it,
You binged it?
the day before yesterday.
Yeah,
It was
and
good.
I just, like, not the day before yesterday, maybe a day before that, I just started rewatching it, and yeah, it's still one of my most, like, the favorite anime show I've seen lately. But just because it is so fucking quirky,
Mm-hmm.
stupid, awesome, and even
Yeah.
motivational, because
It is, it is.
you're like, oh, I could do 100 push-ups.
But should we sort of like,
Sum it up.
yeah, without spoiling it
Mm-hmm.
too much? It's about this guy that's sort of like out for, like, he's hunting for a job, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, and he comes up, like, let's do the first like
The first episode.
the
yeah.
first episode. Yeah, is pretty much he's going to like different job interviews and he's getting no's pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, so unmotivated. Just feels like life is like his lust for life has just like left him. You know, like
Yeah, he's drained.
he's drained.
Mm-hmm.
But then he meets up with this monster, and he gets this choice to sort of like save this kid that the monster is after, or just move on.
Yeah. And he
yeah.
takes a stand.
And he takes a stand right there and then, because he also wanted to be a ninja when he was a kid. No, but
Exactly.
a superhero.
Yeah.
And sort of like he decides that he's gonna like sort of
He's gonna become a hero.
yeah, he's gonna become a hero, and that's pretty much where the whole story sort of takes its beginnings.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, I mean we're not gonna spoil more. Like if
Of
you
course
guys
we are. A
if
little
you
more.
haven't seen it, or if you don't know what it is, we're not gonna spoil too much.
No,
We're just
I'm gonna spoil a little more, but I'm not gonna tell you what happens like later in the episodes.
no.
But he does become, you know, the title.
Yeah.
Like it's the story is around him being super.
Yeah.
It's not about him like becoming super.
No.
Like
No.
so the whole premise is that he is the One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm. And that pretty much it says it all.
Yeah.
And it is as ridiculous as it sounds,
Yeah.
but like it's such a perfect way.
Mm-hmm.
Like the animation is amazing
Oh yeah, it's really
when
good.
it
Like
needs to be. And
like
it's
high
also-
paced as fuck.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Fuck, the fights are so awesome. Like, and you can really feel like the impact that Ilias always wants.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Like they just nail it,
Mhm.
and stuff explode, and it's just
A little gory.
so gory.
But
so good.
but the good thing is, I think what I like most about it is how I sort of can relate to him,
Mhm.
but not,
Yeah,
because he has this sort of like
he's
in the
bald.
beginning. No, he trains so hard to become this super that he loses his hair. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is like, and he's so good, like he's unstoppably good. You know, like he can kill anything with one punch.
Mhm.
And that's where his problem lies, that he can't get a challenge out of life. So he sort of broods about it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
just want-"
like constantly depressed.
depressed because he can stop anyone with a punch.
Yeah.
And that is pretty much like the bottom line of this
Mm.
show, is that, and they present him in a way that makes him look, he's like
He's
Like-
a fucking dork.
in the beginning when you see him, he looks like your typical anime character, right?
Yeah.
But then once he gets to the super level and loses like more of his sort of life, you know, like or the will to sort of do shit, he becomes this like bald ball with like just like, is it round eyes or is it just
Yeah,
like
it's
it's just
just
like
round
this
eyes.
like they didn't put any sort of like
they-
the body looks like normal,
Yeah.
but then the head is just like a round
It's
ball.
like no
like an egg,
energy
yeah.
in actually making him look like.
They just
anything.
made it silly, like
It's just It's like a smiley face emoji. or
exactly,
something,
but
you know?
worse, like an egg with a with an emoji face on it that
Yeah.
not charming at all. It's like one of those rip-off emoji
Mm.
things, you know. Like he looks so fucking like, just
Yeah.
like, and his
Garbage.
outfit is garbage. Like he doesn't look cool at all.
No.
But then you have this animation that is so good,
Mhm.
and having this like the story isn't as nonsensical as you might think.
And
It's
that's
still
the thing.
yeah,
And that's what makes it so impressive.
right.
Because you have this guy who is pretty much unbeatable, you know, the One Punch Man. But how do you make it an interesting show? Like, how can you make it interesting when you have a guy that's pretty much unstoppable? And it's so impressive. I love it. And I could talk a little. Was it a question or just
No,
no?
we can keep going.
I can just talk quickly about like how the whole thing started. It was just this. I think he's a manga dude or something, but he
I have no
drew
idea.
the One Punch Man as a web comic,
That I remember.
and it was really shitty drawn, like really bad. But the story was so funny, and people
Mhm.
just loved it. So he sort of exploded into fame and became super famous. And then this one really famous manga artist loved it so much that he started redrawing it for the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
so-
did not know that backstory.
and that's
That is
how
awesome.
that's the manga that we buy now.
I don't buy books.
I have the first 3 books only, but yeah. So he like took it upon himself to make it good because it's like, where he was
Yeah.
so in love with the whole story that it's like, fuck it, I need to make this. You know,
Mhm.
like, so they started cooperating and made it into
That
what
is
it is.
awesome. Yeah,
It's such a cool thing, and he just made it, you know, for himself, for free online. You know, that's how it started.
also the anime that we're talking about is for free. Like the first season was all for free.
Yeah.
So just find it out there.
I'm still like really waiting for it to come out on DVD somewhere so I can get it because they need my money. Like,
Yeah, I would also throw money at this show. It's super.
It's so good. Yeah, it's up there with one of my like at the top. You know, it's you got Samurai Champloo and you got Vampire Hunter D and you got all of these Full
Mhm.
Metal Alchemist, but One Punch Man,
Yeah,
like
it's
I don't
such a-
even know where to place it because it's.
I thought it was gonna be sillier than it was,
Mhm.
but the thing is, it's silly in a way where he's sort of so. What do you call it? Of Trubad.
None.
Yeah, exactly. He looks so out of it,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like. He's petty, like a little, like but not.
Yeah,
but he's
he-
not. But he's like.
complaining like a little bitch.
But he's yeah.
But he's
so.
still-
Oh man, it's such a nice balance. It's not that you hate him,
No.
because he never takes anything too far. He's not like, what is that chick from that I hate from those vampire books?
Hmm?
The one the
Bella?
super
No.
Bella, yes,
From
from
Twilight.
Twilight.
Really?
Because like she takes her teenage thing too far,
Mm.
and you just want to like, is that a flight of stairs? Go closer, cook, just falls down the stairs. Whereas this guy, you can sort of feel with him, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Bella, I was like, I'm not your audience. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and One Punch Man is like, I don't know. Sometimes I can sort of like, I don't know why I can relate to him, but I think it's, oh man. I'm
Yeah.
in no way that super at anything. I never had the problem that I'm too good at podcasting. I'm too good at drawing. Like, that's never a thing.
No.
But there's something about him that sort of hits home. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think actually Kevin Smith brought it up in one of his podcasts that he started watching it at some point, or it could be somebody else who was also really fit. But they loved it. Like and
Not
he just
really?
goes on.
Oh, that's cool.
Like one of these rants.
Yeah.
It's like it's just about this guy and it just punches things and it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's actually very good. Like
Yeah.
it's
No, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, and I'm hoping most of you have, please try to find it, watch it. I use Kiss Anime now, I think.
so
just,
did I.
yeah. But yeah, I don't have any specific site where I can find these things. So yeah, I just Googled, tried to find it, and then found it. So that's where I'm watching it
So
right
what
now.
Robert's saying is find them. Those
Find 'em,
pirates.
find 'em,
Those illegal copies out
Yeah.
there.
whatever.
No, but there are ways to get. If you're a U.S. resident, you can get them on. I think it's Viz. That is sort of like it shows stuff for free. Like they show stuff that exists. I think One Punch Man is there or something like that.
Okay, cool.
But there are a lot of services for people outside of Europe. Like U.S. has a lot of services that have like the free animes and stuff like that are
Okay.
available, but
Nice.
not to his license and
Always.
always those things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think Netflix has a lot of things as well, like animes that you could watch, and then because I did a thing where I could.
Oh, okay.
So if Netflix sees this, I don't do it anymore. Leave me alone,
Yeah.
bastards.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm getting really tired now.
Yeah.
And I think we're about 70 something.
Yeah. So just to round it up.
Yeah.
Green Maggot art.
Incredible.
Slightly off topic, but I watched the Lions Blaze thingy you posted. I like the idea. The Lions Blaze is a short cartoon, like I don't remember how long it was, but I think it's like 12 minutes or something. A small, like a little cartoon, first episode released, and it's friggin' awesome. It's about these kids that are stuck in a sort of like adventure game, I don't know. What the fuck is the one that everyone plays?
Dungeons and Dragons?
No, but pretty much that
World of
as well.
Warcraft?
Yeah, World of Warcraft. and you go on like you create a guild and you travel around and kill things. This is what it's about, but it's sort of got this like Adventure Time vibe, but not as sort of like no, but this one has, I can't like put my finger on it, but I think it speaks more to me. I like Adventure Time, I love it, but this one has like the more game references, like it has a lot of Easter eggs in it as well. Super awesome. Like I posted it on the Facebook, Sketchbook Heroes Facebook.
Oh, okay, I missed that one actually.
So it's actually really cool. Lion's Blaze.
Lion's Blaze.
Yeah.
Cool. I will look it up.
So we're gonna wrap this bitch up.
Yes. Because it's Christmas time.
So yeah, if you love the show, press that thing.
Yeah, not this microphone, but yeah,
hit that microphone, and then you hit it. Yeah, press the bell, do stuff, and
hope you like this first live stream.
Holy
of the
shit!
show.
Yeah, we'll set this up better next time, so we're a bit closer. I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is our first try. We just needed to go, and we go.
Yeah, guys. We sort of like, yeah, let's live stream it, and then we realized we had nothing. Like we didn't have a stand. It's on a piano stand, leaned atop a window with magnets, and
but we do have the safety pillows below, which we're just.
Yeah, this is a terrible setup. Like if we could show you what it looks like,
I'm gonna show. Like,
it's terrible.
Yeah.
And we don't have any like good lighting either, so you just see our forehead sort of glowing. That's all you get. But we're gonna try to set it up a bit nicer next time. Maybe get a backdrop. Huh?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm doing one
Inception.
Yeah, Inception time. So for the Sketchbook
Heroes, you're doing it on Instagram. Okay,
so
cool.
That's what it looks like, people. Pillows, safety pillows.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up. If you love the show, comment, like it, find us on iTunes, rate us there. Like, I think rating us on iTunes is the biggest and best thing you can do for us, because it really does help get the podcast out there.
It boosts us. If
you want to share it on your social media thingies and tag us, that would also be awesome. And a lot of you have done that in Instagram stories, where you sort of like, oh, drawing this and listening to Sketchbook Heroes.
Awesome.
Morons. I look like a homeless toothy guy, like a guy with no teeth, like, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to go out with a bang.
Yeah. Are we? No.
Bang?
No bang.
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 Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang.
Bang.
Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang. Bang.
Is it a hit? The hit, the hit, the bang, 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 the bang, got the rocket in the bang, bang, boogie, don't stop the boogie, the bang, the boogie, the boat. I don't know the lyrics at all. I had this little hamster that sang it, and that's where I should have known it from, actual music, but like, I had to sing in hamster. Is it a hit?
I remember it. Yeah.
Don't know where I got it from.
Yeah. I think your mom bought it, didn't she?
Son of a bitch.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Or Patrick.
Or my ex.
Or your ex.
I think I got it for a birthday.
Oh.
People don't know me at all.
Dude, you're so fucking popular. Man, I'm fucking
I'm dead.
Dead tired.
Sketchbook Heroes out! Play intro! Go! Look, job!
It's outro.
Diamond outro! Power Rangers! Morphin Power Thingy Jigs! We're out. I'm sorry.
How did they do? The thing?
Yeah. Green Ranger! Something like that.
Turd.
Turd Ranger! I'm the Brown Ranger!
Yeah.
They call me the Skid Mark Ranger.
Yeah.
Skid Mark Ranger.
Thank you guys for tuning in on the live stream. Like, we really appreciate you guys.
My ears are so sweaty.
And yeah. Oh fuck.
No, it's really hot in here. No, it's
do
really hot. I'm gonna do the
Don't
cable
do
guy.
it. Oh my ears. So.
It says finish. What?
Hey, finish.
I'm not finished. What is it? Oh my god!